I recently got a message from Pyrex, who's on the Pixelate server, requesting an extra long episode today. And it couldn't have been better timed because I have plans to turn the whole of this area, everything from the house to the mob farm, into a garden utopia for my animals, my bees, my fishes, and trees. However, we do have a few obstacles in the way. The first obstacle is cobblestone. Cobblestone is what I'm using to go underneath anything that I build on Skyblock, just to give me a more stable support system. Unfortunately, I've only got a couple of stacks of cobblestone right now. I do have some more stored at the cobblestone generator. However, look at my pick. It's almost running out. I've got 333 blocks to break left with it. So that is not going to do for this episode. So task number 1 for me will be to create a villager that has a mending book. And I've got my lectern, and now I just need to place it down about 1,000,000 times before one of these villagers will give me a mending book, I'm sure. Okay, it didn't take as long as I thought. I've actually got one. It's going to take a bunch of emeralds though, which I don't have right now. So I'm going to have to work on emeralds next, but it shouldn't take me too long to get up to 36. Fortunately, the melon farm is working a treat. And just like that, we've got 40 emeralds, which is enough for 1 mending book. And mending book got. Now I just need to apply it to my pickaxe. I also got an unbreaking villager as well, which I'm going to be putting on probably my sword. Okay, so let's pop this... Oh, wrong book. Let's pop this book on here. And also pop this book on here. Now, we do have another problem before we can start working on our garden utopia, and that is, now my pick has mending on it, I need to get XP to repair it. And unfortunately, this farm just doesn't do the trick. The problem is, there's not enough mobs spawning. So, we're going to have to improve this mob farm considerably. So, I've been looking at this and thinking, how can I change this to get more mob spawns, but without actually trying to change... rip down the whole thing and rebuilding it. And I've come to the conclusion that because the roof is built the way it is, I can probably fit in another spawn platform at this level right here. And I'm going to have the drop zone be sort of in the center here with this path. So the mobs are going to get pushed in from this side and that side into a central channel here instead of a central channel going that way. So what I'm going to do is add in another platform at that level right there, and then make this an active farm. And the difference between a passive farm and an active farm is a passive farm just lets the mobs walk into the drop, whereas an active farm will push the mobs into the drop, and it works a lot faster. So only some slight changes are required. I'm going to get on with that and then show you the end result. It also means we'll be using a little bit of redstone, so I'll probably come back for that bit as well. Okay, so I've come underneath and I've realized I could probably make a 3rd layer right here. So what I'm going to do is fill this in as well, and then we'll have mobs washed off here, and that just adds 1 more spawn platform. I'm really glad I thought of this. Okay, so we've managed to get the basic structure of this done. We've got 3 spawning platforms, we've got all of our trapdoors and our signs in place, so this should now... fingers crossed, be able to push mobs into this water channel, and then this water will push them down the drop, which is going to be exposed there. I've got some signs in again to stop the water from flowing past the point of no return, where it'll just wash the mobs down the drop. Now we need to do the redstone bit, which is to get all of the dispensers in place with water in them and get them on some sort of clock timer. So guys, I've hit a snag, quite a big snag. The issue is I don't have enough string to make enough bows to make enough dispensers. I do have a Fletcher who is trading me bows for 1 emerald. The problem is I just don't have the emeralds, and I don't have the resources to generate as many emeralds as I need quickly enough. I think I've got a solution, however, and I'm just going to test it right now. Oh gosh, it's a good job nothing spawned in here. So just some bats. The best way to do this would be to have a dispenser basically like this. Dispensers all across here. I've got 10 blocks to do, so I'd need 10, 20, 30, 40, and on the top layer I'd need 8 on each side, so 48, 56. I would need 56 dispensers, which I just don't have. I really don't have the resources for that, to push the mobs all the way to the end. What I'm thinking I could do is have dispensers like this, and then I'm thinking I could get pistons in between, so that when these fire, the piston extends. So basically, when these guys get a redstone signal, the piston would extend and then go back in. a water source block would be created here. And then when these guys tick again to take the water back in, at the same time, this guy will tick, which will destroy this water source block right here. I think that should, fingers crossed, do the trick. So I'm going to wire up one side first and just check if that works. And as long as it does, it should save me a ton of resources, well, a ton of bows, but it will cost me a lot more pistons. But it's easier for me to make the pistons than it is for me to make the dispensers, which is weird, I know, but it really is. Do you know, I've actually realized that using the pistons is actually saving me iron, because for every dispenser, I need 3 iron for a bucket. But hey, pistons only use 1 iron, right? So yeah, I'm actually saving myself quite a bit here in iron. One of the peculiar things that have come from creating this farm, remember the original reason for creating it was to improve the durability on my pickaxe. Well, I've done so much trading that my pickaxe is now, you know, it's fine. So yeah, that's a bit of fun. But oh well, we're here now. We've done it. I just need some more iron golems to spawn. I need a bunch more iron. Okay, so these guys are all filled up with water. Moment of truth. I've just done a really simple redstone line across the backs of these. So fingers crossed, if we push this, all the water should come out. And it should get all the way to the end. It does. Perfect. I'm not sure if we actually need these trapdoors. I might be able to get rid of them. And then if we push this button again, fingers crossed, it will get rid of all of the water. It does. Amazing. Amazing. Sometimes I surprise myself. Right, guys, this really is the moment of truth. Gosh, you wouldn't believe it, but I've been at this for about 3 hours now. It's taken a very long time. The hardest part is just getting all of the resources. We needed loads of smooth stone, we needed loads of iron, we needed loads of redstone, and none of that is readily available on Skyblock. So it has taken a lot longer than this video lets on. Here we go. Okay, now, moment of truth. Let's go and check inside. And it should have also wiped away all of the torches as well that I've been placing down. That's not quite worked the way I wanted it to. Guys, after plenty of playing around, I finally managed to get it working, with the exception of these two on the end. They're out of sync. This one is just the opposite way around to those two, which I think is easily solved. But this one is, I think it's just stuck on. Yeah, it's just stuck on, so it's never going off. So I'll try and figure out what the problem is with this one. I'm sure there is a bucket in there, isn't there? Yeah, there's a bucket in there. We just need to figure out why it's not turning off. And this one is just on an opposite timer. So in a second, we're going to run over there, scoop up some water and put it back in. We might actually just change out a bucket. That would probably work too. So right now, if we pop that one in, take that one out, that should do the job. Let's just watch. Perfect. So all 3 of those are done. It's just trying to figure out what's going wrong with this one in the corner here, which is, like I said, it's easy to fix, I'm sure. Okay, so that's got it working. All I've done is remove this block just to make sure that that wasn't powering it. On this side, we've got the block there, so I don't know. I mean, because technically this side should be getting powered kind of the same way, but it's not. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but we'll just leave it there and just we'll forget about it now. I have just broken my axe, which is a little bit frustrating. Actually, while we're looking at redstone, I've noticed that this thing hasn't stopped ticking, and I think, oh, I've just broken something. Oh no, I've just broken the repeater. Where did that go? The comparator. There it is. So there's bone meal in here, and the problem is, when a dispenser gets a block in that it can actually dispense, like bone meal or arrows, it will, rather than just throw in the block out, it'll keep the block. Oh, look. Oh. Oh, my goodness. We've lost some life. Oh, no. I must... I can't believe I've done that. That's what's going wrong here. Well, that and... So what's happening is... I'm glad I've just noticed this. Have I got a spare bucket? I have. Oh, goodness. I don't know if I've lost stuff now. I may very well have lost items here. Yeah, I probably just voided a bunch of items. Oh no! There was lots of useful stuff in there. There was iron in there. That's where all my iron went. I thought I had more iron ore. Basically, I can't believe I've done this. The dispenser has been dispensing into obsidian, and then all of the stuff is just getting voided. It's all just falling into the void. That's because there was a bucket in there of lava that got dispensed into the water. Oh, so anyway, all of this can be solved. I can't believe that's happened. I'm furious with myself for that silly mistake. All of this has happened because this is a dispenser and not a dropper. Oh, right, let's quickly change this out for a dropper, and let's get it facing the right way. Okay, so if we put a dropper in right there... Oh, wait, what's going on here? Why isn't this... What's wrong with this dropper? Why doesn't it want to go... There we go. Okay, we got a dropper. That's the first issue. We need to put this comparator back. Oh, I'm so upset with myself for that. Okay, this should now start doing as I intended. I'm so annoyed. Oh, I'm seething. Okay, and now if I drop in some bone meal, for example, that should just get chucked out. It does. And let's say I chuck in a water bucket. The water bucket should just spill out. There it goes. Okay, so it won't dispense lava anymore. Oh my days, what am I like? Okay, well, I'm happy. We fixed it anyway. That's the main thing is it's fixed. And anything that we lost, I'm sure we can recover it again. This episode isn't quite going as planned. So the next thing I want to see is if the mobs that are getting chucked down here are surviving or whether they're dying. I think they're surviving. I think that's just answered my question. Yeah, there they are. Okay, and now I can just go to town on these guys and ultimately just build up some levels. So let's try. We need that in our offhand. And now if we whack away, we get a bunch of levels. Fantastic. Okay, well, this is working well. Okay, so some of the mobs are dying, but not all of them. Oh, there is just one more thing about this mob farm that I would like to see, and that's whether or not we need the trapdoors. But I'm quickly going to go and grab an axe. I know we've got some spear over with the villagers, and I'll just grab an axe, and then I'll see if I can remove those trapdoors or not, because they might be causing some sort of blockage. Okay, we're probably going to get... Oh my gosh, look. Yeah, look, see? They're all stuck on the trapdoors. That's what it is. Okay, I thought the rates have dropped off, but yeah, they've just all got trapped. Okay, I've also tried placing down a bunch of buttons here just to see if that helps with the spiders as well. I don't really want to expand this if I can help it. Okay, now there's nothing coming down. That's that's more worrying. I think it might be the bats. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, there was a torch. That'll do it. Let's try again. Okay, that's way better. We've got lots of mobs spawning. Some of them are dying straight away, but those are the ones that are falling straight down the shaft. All of the other ones, I think, are just one-hit kills. Some are one-hit kills, some are two-hit kills, but good enough. Good enough. Phase 1 of our Skyblock extension is complete. However, we are still a long way off our garden utopia that we dreamt of at the beginning of this episode. For some reason recently, a lot of these traders have been spawning in. This one over here is particularly good because he's actually selling sand. So I need to keep hold of him. He's going to be a pretty nice wandering trader at some point. He's also got blue ice, some dark oak saplings. Yeah, this one's going to be pretty good. I don't know what that one's got because he's literally just spawned in up there, but I'm not sure how long he's going to last. I've actually upgraded this thing. We now have a smooth stone generator. This is not my design. I didn't know how to make one of these before today, but I really wanted one. Basically, you just let the lava fall on top of some water source blocks. So you create water source blocks either side of the lava, and then plop the lava in on top, and just make sure that it's, you know, sealed off so it's not going to escape anyway. And then it creates smooth stone. I do want to set this back an extra 1 block just so I can get more smooth stone per swing of my pickaxe. but it's pretty good, and we're almost up to a full chest now of smooth stone and cobblestone combined. It's very, very nice. So let me once again remind you of our plan. We want to build a garden utopia over this side of the base where we can have our bee farms and maybe a pond for the fish and some tree farms, you know, stuff like that. Places to put all of our wildlife, and also some areas where these guys can all run free. To make this garden utopia, we have the cobblestone, we have the pickaxe. The next thing we're going to need is dirt, and a lot of it. And I think you all know what that means. That means I've got to go back to the nether to get a bunch of gravel to craft up more dirt. I'm back from the nether, and we're at the point now where I need to get a bunch of dirt. I have got a load of gravel, but only 10 dirt to my name, so I'm going to be making a bunch of coarse dirt, and it is going to take me quite a while to convert all of this gravel into dirt. One thing I have decided to do is invest in a diamond hoe. So I've got my diamonds, and I absolutely love the texture of them in this shader pack. I think it looks really, really cool. You get that sort of that glow from these, like they emit some sort of light. I think they might actually emit light. Anyway, we're going to fortune them, and hopefully these 5 diamond blocks turn into, I don't know, maybe like 15 diamonds. That would be particularly lucky, wouldn't it? So far, not much luck. Let's see how many. Oh, actually, that was quite good. 14 diamonds from 5 blocks. That is pretty decent. There we go. So I've converted the majority of my gravel into dirt. Well, it's still coarse dirt right now, but I will hoe it as soon as I sort of lay it down. Here's my plan. The blocks that go from the center to the very edge over there are 23. There's 23 blocks. This way, it's only 22. So I'm going to build out this way by 1 more block, and then I'm going to make a semicircle that joins up over here and comes all the way back around to here. So we're going to make one giant arch here. So I think the best way to do this is with a time lapse. So enjoy the time lapse.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I would call that a success. That went really well. You can see I've put the larger trees on the edges, and well, I say larger trees. These ones are pretty big. But here's the pond. It's over there. And I've used some moss blocks around the outside. I've used some bone meal just on the grass here. And yeah, I think it's turned out okay. Better than okay. I would say this has turned out better than I expected. So the grand goal for today's episode was to create a utopia for all of my animals and to actually start a bee farm. I've got all of the things in my inventory that I think I'll need to create a bee farm, with the exception of I I don't think I have any bees, which is... I mean, that's a pretty big problem when you're trying to create a bee farm. I know I definitely had some in this one right here, but for some reason, I think they've flown away. They may have just flown off the edge and just never come back. But if we don't have any bees, don't panic. I will break this block until some more come, and then I'll breed them up. And I'm going to put them in a glass dome over here, and it will all be fine. I promise it will all be fine. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to make the bee farm around about here. And that's why I haven't bone mealed over here yet. I thought I'd get the bee farm sorted, and then I'd, you know, make the rest of this look as pretty as the other side over there. I also need to get some railings all the way along the outside, and then I am really going to just let my animals run free. I'll probably put up a sort of boundary fence around this quadrant, so that they've got like a huge enclosure to play in. Now, I've never made one of these before. I've had a quick look on YouTube to see if I can find quite a simple design. I think I found one. I'm just not sure of the best way to make it, because I didn't actually watch the video. I turned it on. I looked at all of the tools that I would need and looked at the shape of the farm and kind of just assumed that I knew how it worked. So fingers crossed this is going to go to plan. Oh, I've done this wrong. I know I've done this wrong already. Okay, let's redo it all. I'm going to just throw this out there. It doesn't look right. It really doesn't look right. I think we're a block out on this. I'm sure you'll all be pleased to know I have actually figured it out. Finally, I realized what I was doing wrong. And once I saw it, I did watch the tutorial. And once I saw it, I knew straight away how much of a pleb I was being. So basically, we need to make this 5 away, but we can only get it 4 away the way I'm doing it. We can either get it 4 or 6. So to change that, what we need to do is pop a block in right here. But actually, right now, we're going to do this. And what we're going to do is do a comparator here. And I think then we're going to pop these stones right there. That should do it. That's it. Okay, there we go. So this is the setup. So we go redstone, 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 redstone. 5. Perfect. Okay, and then I just need to do this all the way across. Right, now I need to try and find some bees. And then I need to breed them up. And then I need to lead them over to here. And yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. I'm going to look for a lead, because I think you can lead bees up. Okay, I've got leads and I've got flowers. I just need to break this block until some more bees come. I hope that more bees come. And then I can go and place them in my bee farm. Oh no, there's a monster party. Oh, it's bees. Oh, but they're angry. They're angry bees. Oh, and a phantom. I need to try and chain these up. Okay, the phantom I can deal with. I can probably deal with yeah, there's another bee. Here he comes. Get him chained up. There we go. We've got 3 bees chained up. We got a bunch of these guys. I can deal with these monster parties. That one was probably the easiest one. Oh, look, there's some. Where are they going? Can I try and entice them? Oh, yeah. Okay, come with me. Come over to this one. I don't know why they're not going for me. Oh, here's a little bee. Okay, come with me. You 3, come on. Come on. Oh, look, they've got red eyes, but they're not trying to sting me. Is it because I'm just going too fast for them? Right, I need them to go into one of those, please. If I just leave, if I just change the flower out now, will they go into one? Did that work? Because if I've got 3, that's kind of good enough. So the good news is this is actually working. If we go on over to the bee farm, you'll see that now the bees have actually calmed down. Look, this comparator is on, which means that this hive right here has got honey in, which is just fantastic. I don't have anything to get the honey right now. I need to make some glass bottles, which I will make shortly. I'm going to breed up some more of these bumblebees and then call it a day. Let's try. Okay, now you guys make a baby. Perfect. And then this baby can follow me over to the hives. Okay, the bees do not want to get bred, so I'm going to add some finishing touches to the rest of this area, and I'll show you the end result. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Would you guys just look at this place? Let me get up high so you can see it. Honestly, this is the best thing I've done so far in this world. Amazing. I mean, I've put a lot of hours into this episode, but it was definitely worth it. How beautiful is that? I mean, that's a little bit ugly over there. I'll have to do something to tidy that up. But from down low, you can't really see the redstone. I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased. The animals are all running free and wild, apart from my dogs, which are lined up all nice and neatly in a row. Well, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this longer episode. I've really enjoyed the improvements that I've made. I've enjoyed making them. I didn't enjoy the grind. I mean, for this video, it's taken me about 7 hours of recording, which when you already work full time is very difficult to do. So forgive me if this video is a little bit late going out, but I feel like it was worth it for what we've managed to achieve in this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm Gwent Gamer. Goodbye.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way.